Autism spectrum disorder, a developmental disorder that affects how the affected communicates and behaves, often with repetitive interests and behavior. There are many variations of how the disorder affects people. An example is high-functioning autism. HFA applies to people with ASD that doesn't express a disability in intelligence, but may present underdeveloped social skills. So if people that has ASD is still just as intelligent as a normal person, but still needs a little help here and there in their early life, how did we as a nation care for this issue of special education in the past and present? Well, in the early days, care wasn't really the closest word to describe what we were doing. Before special education, modern special education, there was the asylum. And the asylum wasn't a nice place to be, to put it lightly. Most of these facilities were dirty, dark, cramped, and understaffed. And the staff that was there mistreated the patients with such cruelty that I can't even describe it in this short documentary. And the kicker was that it was really easy to get institutionalized, but nearly impossible to get out. You could have been sent there for disagreeing with your husband. Well, at that time, it was the 1800s, where ketchup was considered a cure-all, so, yeah. But things change, more or less. With advancements of technology, it brings a new understanding of mental illness and how to treat it. The insane asylums of the past has long since been abandoned, but not forgotten. Now, instead of treating those with special needs with electric shock or trapping them in a dark room, we now integrate them with the standard public school system.
My name is Nathan Nissenbaum. I've been a special education teacher for HISD. I'm in my 17th year.
My name is Ms. Terry, and I am the TA in the TREC program for special education.
Special education is always walking a fine line, between servicing the kid and also making sure the student is achieving as much as possible to help prepare them for some sort of post-high school education so they can go off and be independent people.
I think that the current system is actually very productive. It helps students to have one-on-one with their special needs, and teachers are able to work with them accordingly to their accommodations and what is required for them to help and be successful in school.
The school system has made great strides in teaching those with special needs, but there are still some issues that need to be ironed out. The big one is that special needs programs are still understaffed after all these years, and the teachers notice.
I think what can improve it will probably be a more fully staffed. We do need a lot more help. A lot more kids with different needs require more people hands-on.
We can use a lot of support. For example, on this particular campus, we are servicing a special education population of about 200 kids, and we could probably use at least another 2 or 3 more teachers to help effectively educate these students.
So now the big question is this: why aren't we doing more? What can we do more? And finally, how can we improve the ways that we teach those with special education?